All right. Hi guys. My name is Taz. Welcome if you're new, and if you're not, welcome back. I appreciate you coming back. This video, we're going to see how I make my little pots. Yeah, my little self-watering planters that I sell on my Etsy. I will show you how to make them by hand, DIY, with me. It's gonna be so much fun. Let's do this together, right? I will, in the description, link all of the parts. I will talk about the parts somewhat in this video. I'm sure I forget stuff, but I will, in the description, at least try and remember that. For my medium cup, though, the reservoir part of it, I get them off Temu. You'll probably find them on Amazon. I will share the dimensions of it with you. So you can go look it up and find the diameter and kind of match it up, and you got this. I do have better medium cups. My son does record me showing you how to put the holes in this medium cup. So the video is going to be, it's going to be special. It's going to be a little wobbly, but you've got this, okay? He's so cute. It's fine. It's fine. We love him. All right, so that will be that. Now, I did post a video the other day of me replanting a corm in substrate right off the mom. I had a couple questions about that. I will talk about wicking strings in this video right now in the description, not really in the video, but I use a capillary string rope, whatever. I use either a 1/4 or a 1/6 inch of an inch thick string. It doesn't really matter, really. You kind of go with what you want. It depends on how big your holes are in your cups. I like the smaller one. It wicks fine. I'll link the exact one I use so that you know exactly which one to get if you're struggling to choose one. It does need to be a certain material. I do have a black rope I'm working with. It's not the right material, but I'm seeing if it wicks because I kind of prefer the black look over the white. But I digress. We can't really change that because they don't really have that available. Why? I don't know. I was thinking of going to Michael's and looking and seeing maybe they have it because I know the the fabrics that need to be in it. So I could go look and just find something similar and see if it works. I don't know. Whatever. Also, there was a question about the corms, which I don't know why I didn't do in that video. I wasn't really thinking about it, but I don't fertilize corms until I see a lot of roots. They don't need fertilizer because they only really get fertilizer through roots. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like they don't really need it. It's more for their leaves, for the plant stems, for the structure. So until you have an actual plant, you don't really need to fertilize. My opinion, okay? Respectfully. I don't know the facts on that, but my experience, that's what I do, and it seems to be fine. I have had no issues. I think my mom does the same thing. I think she does the same thing. How we do that is, I've talked about it so many times, I'm sorry repeating myself, but not everybody has watched all of my videos on fertilizing. I micro fertilizer. What does that mean? That means I take like a cup, maybe a 16 ounce or 12 ounce, and I have a little dropper and I drop in my Foilage Focus, and that's all I have. Just a tiny amount, but enough to give it a snack, enough to keep it happy, to feed it, right? I don't have a schedule fertilizer plan. I don't like doing it that way. I do it the same way as botanical gardens would, indoor gardens, tropical botanical gardens. That's how they do it. That's kind of where I got the idea from. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I do. So, and it seems to be okay. The only plant I think doesn't necessarily like micro fertilizing is Anthurium. I think they like a higher dose in their micro fertilizing. So if you're trying to figure out your plants, philodendrons seem to be fine with the way I do it. Alocasia seem to be fine. My Anthurium seem to want a little bit more. I up the dose for those guys. And then also when you're transplanting, like I said in the other video, SuperThrive is really handy. I even sometimes just add it in with my fertilizer because why not? It's good vitamins. It helps the plant if there's any shock. It just is good for roots and so on and so forth. The video after this will be about my husband. Yes, my lovely husband, opening up a package from the Green Escape, and I will show you how to acclimate fresh new babies from other places into your home to make them happy, because I don't really love the way those plants arrive. and I'll talk about that in the video. But it's kind of like just a quick how to progress forward. How to go forward after receiving a new baby like that in the mail. Because sometimes we don't know, you know, and I've killed so many not having a clue how to do it and handle it. And I know a customer of mine was saying the same thing, and she gave me that idea to do the video on acclimating it because I wanted to plant from there. And I was like, this is a great idea, let me do that. And I do it step by step, and you'll see that now when I post it in the next video. I'll probably edit it today as well just to get it done. But yeah, so look forward to him unboxing that because he's kind of funny and he thinks he's amazing. He thinks he's gonna go viral. Don't let him go viral. But anyways, so that'll be that. But I will show you how to make the cups now and give you all the pieces. And hopefully it helps you. And if you're not a DIYer, you want to just see how they're made for your own peace of mind, and you still want to purchase them, I appreciate you. That helps me the most. I have a new medium cup that I'm testing right now. It looks beautiful. I'm loving it. I have all the pieces together. Finally, I have to send like 20 things back, but I figured it out and I'm happy with it, so I can't wait. But anyways, without further ado, let's get to it. All right, guys, I wanted to show you the part of actually soldering the little cups when you're getting them ready to hold your corms. Of course, this is our 2 inch. I mean, I guess it is. I think it is 2 inches actually across. So this is our 2 ounce little plastic shot cup. It's really sturdy in my opinion, of course, but it is pretty sturdy. Holds real nice. It's got, this is what the bottom looks like. This is what the top, sides, you know, yada yada. And then in order to get this started, I just have a normal soldering iron. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I think I am. But they're pretty cheap. They're like $5. And then I have a very fine tip on the end. I don't know if you can see there. Very small, fine tip. And then, oops, sorry, I just bumped my thing. How rude. Excuse that. Alright, anyways, back to work here. So here's the bottom. I just basically make a hole for my rope. Just one hole to fit your string, your capillary string, your rope, wicking, etc. And then I will do, now drainage is a big thing for these, and that's something my mom brought up. You want to make sure you're getting nice drainage points in here. You don't need a ton, but this is about what I do. And then I'll also go around the raised edge. Just kind of space it out. It's hard for me to do it with the stand in front of me, but I need to get a more ergonomic stand. And then this is what the base looks like. Now, not every single one of my cups will be like exactly the same or uniform. Hang on. There, I don't know if that focused. But they just, I try my best to keep it pretty even, but you know, sometimes I rush and I'm just trying to get the jobs done. So, yep, and then sometimes you will also have a little bit of this steam stain, I call it, from where the plastic has burned up and then you get the smoke from it. It sometimes stains the edges. There's nothing you can really do about that. It doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, I'm sorry, but that's just, there's no way to remove it. I haven't seen a way. I do wipe the inside down with a microfiber cloth. It seems to get some of it, but not all of it. But anyways, let's do the edges. So your edges, you want to have quite a bit of holes because you want oxygen to reach it so that you don't have an overproduction of algae. So I will just start somewhere and kind of space them out as best I can and try and stay at the same level. It's hard for me with this thing in front of me, but we're gonna try our best here. And so this is, I would just do another dot up here. Hopefully I'm actually in the, yeah, I am. And then just even if you can. And then for this one, I'm actually gonna make another hole up here. I think I want to add another hole another hole line in general. I'm sorry, I knocked the thing. just so, did I go around already? Let's do one more here. So that wasn't very even, but you know what the gist of it is, you know? It's also hard for me with this freaking huge thing. I have it like between my legs and it's just like right in my way. I can't see. But so it's basically got 3 different lines that are spaced in between. And I'll try one more just to kind of show you again. So here, let's say we want to start right here. Let's say our next one we want to be here, right? So we're going to try our best to stay even. Sorry if you can hear my kids' Subnautica music. Oopsie, I already messed it up. I always panic too when I'm doing this because I'm like, ugh, what if the customer's like me and that's going to be visually super annoying for them, but nobody's ever mentioned my skew dots, so my out of line spacing or anything like that. So like that. See, it looks pretty to me. I like it. I think it looks nice. Everybody's different, but I do like them. And then once that part is done, I mean, as you can see, I have a bajillion to do. I have to do like another 60. Then you can get these. They're just dessert cups. They're like, I think they're 3-ounce dessert cups with a diameter of, I want to say 1.75. I could be wrong. I'll link them at the bottom, which ones I get, if you want to make your own. Remember, if you want to purchase these, you can purchase them from my shop. I do sell these. Hence why I made my previous video. So if you do not if you do not like DIYs, then that might be for you. Then go ahead and grab one. I'm making a huge mess with Fluval. But then you also need your wicking string. I use one kind of this length. Alexa, stop. I don't have a measuring tape, but you can just kind of gauge it. What I do if I want to figure it out and I don't want to like actually measure is I'll hold it like this and I will say, oh, I want it to kind of run up this side a little bit, and then I give myself a little bit of extra, so then it will wrap at the bottom kind of like this. So then you will put your, oh, what I do though first is, this one doesn't burn as cinch as well. I do have another kind, oopsie, I'm dropping everything. I do have another kind that kind of cinches better or burns better. You might see a little black on the bottom of yours. I'm sorry, you guys, but that's just to stop it fraying. It won't focus, but anyways, just so you can see. And this is what I do with every single cup I make, by the way. So then we'll put this in, should fit. I run it up the side like this. Okay, so it's kind of at an L. All right. And then I will put, let me get this, there's a yucky thing in here, yucky. And then I will take, it's gonna just spill everywhere because of the sides. I hate these mesh cups. My mom loves them though. And then, see, like that's why I hate them. Ugh, mother. I hope you're watching this to see how much it annoys me. Look at that, look at the mess you made on my table. So then it will sit like this. And you should see your line up this side here. See here? And then once you put that in water, so here's your cup. I'm not gonna, this is one of the customers that I'm filling, so I'm not gonna completely do it, but here would be how it would sit. You have enough space down here. You can also kind of strengthen and bend it, the bottom, so that it will sit and curve towards the actual bottom, like that. Now, remember, my lids do not attach, okay? I know that's a pain, but I just set them in and I leave them like this. I don't actually keep lids on mine because, especially with stratum, it just gets a bit too moist for me, and I notice that the leaves will rot. So I keep it open because I want airflow. It's gonna do a lot better if you're getting a decent airflow going. So I will literally just, if I need to, I will put it like this and then just leave it. Unless you're knocking your cabinet, it's not going anywhere. Unless you have an intense fan, like it's not gonna go anywhere, you know? So let me grab a, actually I'm not gonna do that because this is a customer's cup. So when I get my other cup, I will show you putting the corm inside this so you can kind of see how I place the corm. but this is somebody's cup, so I'm not gonna do that because I need to do it for the video. But yeah, so that's how you set these up. And like I said, it's very simple, very easy. And then you just want to make sure that you're filling this like this high, about an inch, just under really where the pot is. Not even, like I would say, if your pot's in here, if your inner pot's in here, I would say like this much space. So I don't know if that makes sense or not, but so you have half an inch on top, let's say. I'm guesstimating, okay? And then you fill with always clean water, and you want to, when you go to replace the water in here because it's empty, you want to take this to your sink. You want to get those little, I have these tiny little scrubber brushes. Just take it, kind of go around it a little bit with dish soap, rinse it out because there might be buildup on the bottom that you can't see, but it's there, and it will impact your plant. So just however you want to do it, that's how I set them up. I do have a, I don't have the link for this cup yet. Maybe by the time this video comes out, I will. I got this, these I get off Temu. They're just little dessert cups. They're kind of more rounded. Well, they're all round, but they're more, I don't know how you, like a 90-degree curve here instead of like the rounded cups. And they're more, I don't know, stocky. Like they're thick. But they fit inside these boba cups real nice. I do have the dimensions for all of these things if you want to know. I just don't have links, but I'm purchasing some off Amazon to see if they fit and if they are basically the same, and then I'll have links for those ones so you can create them with those. But see how it sits, and you want to have a nice space here so that you have enough of a reservoir space, and then it should sit in there pretty perfectly. And for this base, for the bottom, this is how I set up my holes for it. Because it's so wide, I have a 2-hole system so that it will loop. So we'll go in, loop, and loop down, and then I leave like this much looped at the top and put pond underneath it. This is my pond cup. I don't really use these with fluval, but that's how I will set it up. And then same deal with the edges like I did with the smaller cup. These will just have 2 lines, and that will hopefully give it enough oxygen to keep algae and stuff like that away. Now, of course, it's not a complete, you know, avoidant of it, but it can help. It can help. So this is also a customer, so I'm not going to fiddle with it too much, but this is how that one will be set up. And my small ones that I showed before, I don't have the parts for it right now. That's why it's not listed. But when I do, I can definitely list that and let you guys know so you can see it or show you either way. But yeah, that's how you do that. Okay, so I did order these. My son is recording, so excuse any wobbles. But these are sturdier, so I will link these. These are the inner pots for the mediums. And I'm going to show you how I put the dots in them, or the holes, real quick so that you can see how I space it out. So this again is a 2-looped, oops, he's like on my shoulder, so it's kind of hard to, this hasn't warmed up probably, has it? Oopsie. And then so it's a loop, so we're gonna have 2 bigger holes. And I like that this one is sturdy, similar consistency of the little shot glasses. Don't mind how bad this looks. I'm like in a weird position. But then right here we'll do 3 little ones. Again, try and make yours look prettier. I'm just at a really awkward position. But so we're gonna go all the way around. A lot prettier than this. I know I said that 18 times, huh? All right, and then around this dipped edge, because water does like to pool around these lips. I'm getting tired. And then on the sides, do like an even line all the way across, and then you got 1 more, and then another even line across the top. So you'll just keep, you know, going around. So 3 tier of lines, 3 lines going up. Perfect. And then same here, just kind of follow Your pat. Oh, let's not burn myself, huh? Hello, Misty. No, Misty, not the time. Misty, not the time. Misty. Misty! Okay, just make sure you're on the cup. On the cup, honey. On the cup, babes. Alright. And then we have the center one. My cat is on me. Excuse me. Alright, see? Now it looks very pretty uniform. My cat's gonna catch on fire here. But that's for the medium insert. Just hold it still, babes. There we go.
Looking at the cat.
I know, you love your cat. But yeah. And then that just sits in there. You loop it through. You put your pawn in. And it gets enough oxygen through these holes. And you can loop it. And it will wick perfectly. And these, as you can see, they're pretty sturdy. Like this, I can't push this in. So I like these a lot, and I will link these down below. What you doing? Are you coming to play in here? Oh. Well, naturally, we're gonna sit in the box. Oh yes, get comfy.